Hey there folks, my name is Peter and today we're talking the latest addition to the Milwaukee Packout wall. That's right folks, so I recently got an email from Home Depot letting me know about a new Milwaukee Packout product. Specifically, it's the Milwaukee Tilt Bin Organizer. Now once I got this email, I was pretty much convinced right away that this is something that I wanted for my Packout wall. Now before you click away from this video, maybe this is a product you've already seen. Just be advised, there's a lot of bad reviews on Home Depot's website right now. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna explain what that's all about. Before the tilt bin, I had my most commonly used fasteners, which to be clear, I don't have that many, but for the stuff that I do use, in Milwaukee storage containers just like this. Now these things are fantastic, don't get me wrong. The problem is, every time you wanna use this, you have to take this off the wall, open it, close it, so on and so forth. You have to bring the whole thing with you, even if all you need is a 3-inch screw as an example. And so for those reasons, while I wasn't in a hurry to get out of this and into something like that, once I saw it, I knew I had to have it. So what's the deal with this tilt bin organizer? Well, typical Milwaukee fashion, incredible build quality. It has this locking mechanism, so for the folks among us who have packouts in their vans, trucks, what have you, you can lock all of these drawers into place, just like that. The drawers themselves, they do slide all the way out, and I think you get a pretty fair amount of storage space within each one. And then they also come in different sizes. So the one I just showed you, this is the smaller of the two. And then they have a bigger one, which comes with a divider. And Milwaukee is nice enough to give us some labels for the bins. Interesting, so these are not adhesive labels. Instead, you're just gonna kind of drop it in right there. Now, I don't know if I love that. I'm probably gonna end up using my label maker to get all this stuff organized. But I guess it's nice that it comes with it nonetheless. So do you remember how earlier I mentioned the fact that there were some bad reviews for this product on Home Depot's website? That actually has nothing to do with the product itself, which is kind of a shame that these reviews are pulling down a star rating for what is otherwise a pretty meaningful product. Instead, what actually happened is that when Home Depot first listed this product for sale, at a price of $99, on the website it said you got 2 of them. So 2 of these containers for that price. Now, that always seemed crazy to me because even Milwaukee's smallest Packout stuff is like $35. So the idea that you were gonna get something like this for 50 bucks, basically 2 for 1, never made a lot of sense to me. But I thought $100 was a reasonable price nonetheless, so I bought it. But those bad reviews are pretty much all in reference to the fact that Home Depot misrepresented this, and they're not honoring the folks who bought it when it was advertised as 2 for $100, which kind of stinks. Now, all that being said, let's start to load this thing up and then see how it looks on the wall. So like I said, as a homeowner, there's not a ton of fasteners that I'm using all of the time, right? Obviously, people use these, they're plumbers, they're electricians, they're contractors, what have you, and they have the same sort of consumables that they refill in these parts bins. In my case, I'm typically indexing towards like, you know, this is a 2.5-inch deck screw, this is a 2-inch number 9 screw. You know, for me, I find that it works when I'm doing woodworking type stuff. I've never really gotten into like the fine furniture, so for stuff like this, to offer some structural support and just give me peace of mind, it seems to work pretty well. And as you may have seen there, right, I've labeled these in the past. But again, you can't see the labels when they're stored in here. So you have to pull this thing off the wall, you have to pull it out, look at it. And again, as someone who's not working with it every single day, I don't have this stuff memorized. But let's get it loaded up. So here is a small one of the parts bins. And you can see what previously took up about the entirety of this small bin is taking up barely 1/4 of one of these. So that's pretty good. Now, I don't want to have to reprint all of these. And I don't actually care for writing the name of this stuff on here. So let's just try and reuse our labels. Easy enough. All right, let me do the rest of these and then we'll see how it looks on the wall. All right, so in 4 of these bins, 1 of the extra long and then 3 of the small ones, we filled up only the bottommost row of this container, which gets us all of this room up here for expansion. Now, I haven't decided all of the ways in which I plan to utilize this storage space in the future. The purpose of this video is really just to let you folks know about this, give you my initial thoughts, because obviously I haven't used it meaningfully, and then get your feedback to see what you think. Let's get it on the wall. Now, I'm not going to leave mine locked in place while it's up there on the wall. That's really just more for if it's in a van or a truck. But definitely lock it before you try to throw it up there. I almost dropped a few nails on myself. All right, folks, I think that's all for today's video. Let me know what you think now that it's up on the wall. Are you going to be picking up one of these for yourself? Do you think $100 is a good price? And do you think Home Depot should be offering that 2-for-1 deal that they first posted on the website? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the very next video.